son told that baby go. Bust, 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 bust.
Cool, all right, cool. Next story. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the next story. I want to talk about DJ Mustard, not DJ Ketchup, DJ Mustard. So he's releasing his album. Well, I'm sure today's Friday, so I think it's out. But the day before, he had done a rollout. He was on an interview with Big Boy. Shout out to Big Boy. And he was talking about how the Not Like Us song, him and Kendrick, you guys know he produced the beat for Not Like Us. So he's talking about how that came about and his relationship with Kendrick. I think it's interesting. And we're just going to watch that real quick. Nothing too crazy.
How the hell did Not Like Us happen, bro? Like, we had a chance, literally, not even a few hours, not even 12 hours. Remember, we were in the airport, and Not Like Us had just dropped the night before. And I asked you, I said, man, what was that like? And you told me at that time that you hadn't heard it until...
I didn't hear it, so everybody else heard it. I got to a point, I was sending 5 beats a day before the whole beef, whatever. But I was just, working on my album. Like, man, I really want to do a song with you. I really have to. I'm from here. So it's like, Kendrick. It's like, man, and this is years in the making. I've been trying to do songs with him for years.
Oh, really?
So it's just like...
How many beats in total you think you sent to Kendrick?
Maybe 100?
Jesus.
Maybe.
Jeez. Close to 100 beats he's sent to Kendrick. That's shows you the grind, man. Shows you the grind. And you think, like, this is DJ Mustard. This is someone who's, like, he's got big hit songs and he's worked with so many people, it's like... So to think that they really are tears to this like rap shit, like I think looking at it from outside, like we think all these guys are the same level of big, you know what I mean? Like we think all of them are like superstars, and yeah, majority of them are superstars, but there's like layers to like how these niggas are big. So yeah, shout out to Mustard.
That's what I always tell people, only take one.
Yeah, man.
That one is like...
At any time, did you feel frustrated by sending so many beats, or you just kind of used to those kind of things?
No, I don't really get frustrated with stuff like that. I kind of like, I'm kind of more of like persistent. It's like, when it's time, it's time.
It's crazy that you're still that way.
Yeah, I mean,
all the accolades and you know what I'm saying?
I think I just got into that, like, at one time, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just send stuff every single day. I'm gonna do 5 beats a day. And I was just super persistent. I would text a nigga good morning.
Right.
Even if it wasn't good morning, man, what you got going? Stuff like that. And then I text him 5 beats this morning. I'm just like, bro, every day.
Damn. So when you heard, how were you? Because we saw a whole lead in when it came to, Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah.
It was a whole lead in. So just as a spectator, were you watching that and listening to that?
Yeah, I was actually like, I think people think that I was trolling, like I knew the whole time.
Right.
But I'm from here, so I'm always rooting for us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on Twitter like, yeah, K-Dot, West Side, shit like that. And then Kendrick had dropped, I think it was one song before.
Oh, here. This is what we had to do, man. That's the whole list.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, okay, so like that came out and I was just...
they've got the timeline, they've got this is listed down. Wow, this shit really is historic.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. Because like that came from nowhere.
Like that came out. I was like,
Future Metro, yeah.
And then Push Up came out. And then Taylor Made came out. And I was just like, trolling the coast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, he went back to back.
I was like, Tupac shit kind of threw me. I'm like, damn,
it threw everybody, man. That AI Tupac. that was not the one.
Made his voice in Tupac. Like, so I was like, then Euphoria came out. I'm like, yeah, get his ass. That type of thing. And then 616 came out. And okay, no. 616 came out. Family Matters. All right. I like Family Matters.
Yeah.
And then
oh, he likes Family Matters. You guys heard that, right? He said he likes Family Matters. He thought it was dope. Okay, cool. That's interesting. You know why? I'll tell you why it's interesting. 2 things. Lil Yachty had released a podcast. You guys, he does his podcast, A Safe Place podcast. He did his podcast and it was one of the episodes. And he said he was talking about the whole Kendrick, the Drake beef, right? And he was talking about the tracks. He was talking about Not Like That, Not Like Us, and he was talking about all the diss tracks, right? And then he said that he thought Not Like Us was a great record. He thought it was a good track. He said he thought both of them, Not Like Us and Family Matters, were a good track, were a good record. And then people trolled him so much that he had to delete the entire podcast episode because people were like, "Oh, Drake is your man's. How can you say you like a song where in this song this nigga is literally calling him a pedophile? How can you say you like that song? Drake is your man's." Fast forward, here we have Mustard, who's obviously on Kendrick's side. He produced a beat for Kendrick. He's saying he likes Drake's Family Ties. He thought it was tight. On Family Ties, nigga literally accuses Kendrick of beating his wife. You know what I mean? So now is it going to be the conversation of why is Mustard saying he likes Drake's Family Ties, where on Family Ties Kendrick's being this? Because we gotta, if Yachty caught that heat, Mustard gotta catch the heat as well. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Kind of the same thing. But niggas were like so quick to run to the internet. They didn't think to think that Yachty was talking about he liked the song. Yes, obviously the messaging and everything is wrong. It's like, but like he's not gonna cap and say like, oh nah, it was a whack song. Nah, I don't give a fuck. This was a boring song. I'm stayed by my nigga Drake. Like, nah, yeah, he's a musical guy. He's an artist. Like when he hears some good shit, he's gonna say some good shit. Yeah, they hitting my boy, they dissing my boy. Shame. Sorry, it's not nice, you know. But I'm gonna keep it a beat. And the song's fire. Everybody loves it, you know. I ain't gonna lie and say that it's not fire because then that's not keeping it real. So, got to think about that.
That night, the Family Matter came out. I was in the studio, and I was even like 2 days before that though. I knew I had been sending them beats. Did I think it was gonna be in a part of this shit? No.
Right.
I was talking to my homeboy Lil S, and I'm like, hey man, I'm in the store shopping. I'm like, man, if that nigga ever drop a song on my beat, it's over. I kept saying I went on a bike ride. It was like 4 people. I told my girl, I'm like, man, if he do some shit like some LA shit, it's over. And I just kept thinking in my head, I'm just like, man, I hope he do
period, or on like with the beef in mind.
No, I'm just saying. No. At first, I just want to do something.
Right, and now you're focused in on.
I was just like, if he pull out that card and just do a mustard beat in the middle of this shit, it's over.
Hey man, you had never hit Dot and said, hey man, look at these beats. So you weren't even.
I was just sending them beats. I wasn't even paying. Like I was paying attention. We always paying attention. But I was on some like, nigga, if you gonna drop an album anytime, I don't know. Still, I was just like sending stuff because I just want to stay on top of your mind. I want to get a song with you. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Whether it's beef or not beef, me being from California, I feel like everybody wants a song with Kendrick. This, like it's Kendrick. So when 616, when Family Matters came out, I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, this shit crazy. And then fucking Meet the Grams came out, I'm like, oh shit. I'm tweeting. I'm not knowing nothing. I don't know what the fuck is going on. What Kendrick doing? I'm not texting him like, hey, I don't know nothing. All I'm texting him is beats. Or hey, top of the morning, boom, I'm talking about my garden. I'm talking to him about shit. I'm not talking about tennis. I'm actually not talking to him about the beat at all. Like we was never talking about that. We was just, I'm like, check this out. I'm sending different type of shit, not just LA turn shit, just all type of shit. So I remember I texted him about this song on my album. I wanted him on it. And I've been trying to get him on it. He's not on it, but I was just trying to get him on it. And I'm like, this is the morning, not like us drop. So I'm on my way to a baby shower. I'm like, hey man, you know, I got this song. Or no, not he already knew about the song. I'm like, I need it. I'm about to do this. He never answered me. This whole day. It's like 2 o'clock.
Because we're at one point when I saw you, because you had went out for Lovers and Friends.
No, I was DJing that night.
Right, yeah.
So it was
Okay.
Just happened to be Lovers and Friends.
Yeah, no, we're gonna leave it there. You pretty much explained how it happened. So he's been trying to get on Kendrick's, wanna produce for Kendrick, and he finally how crazy is that? The one he got, you know, it's like when you're fishing and your like your last cast or your first cast or your multiple casts, but your first fish is the biggest one. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty crazy. So shout out to Mustard, man. That must be great for him. That must be great for him. And of course, the beat is dope, man. So it's a fire beat. So he did this thing. He did his thing. All right, cool. Let's move on, man.